afternoon. I'm Frazier Thomas, here again to welcome you and act as your host for a special pre-Christmas double feature presentation of Family Classics.
Now look here, boys. Just because a fellow wears a hat, you know, it doesn't mean he can't throw a snowball. I used to do a lot of snowballing, and I found the best way to make a snowball was to take the snow into your bare hands like this, and then crunch it together until the warmth from your hands...
Here! Look what's coming down the street. A bloomin' topper.
Come on, John. All right, come on. Yeah, give me room. Give me room.
Off 'em all. Let it go!
A Christmas Carol, the classic screen adaptation of Charles Dickens' world-famous story in which Ebenezer Scrooge learns the true meaning of Christmas from three visiting ghosts. This is Frazier Thomas. I hope you can be here to see A Christmas Carol. Sunday afternoon at 4, a half hour later than usual on Family Classics here on Channel 9 in Chicago.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago, your Chicago Cubs and White Sox baseball station.
Good afternoon. I'm Frazier Thomas, here again to welcome you and act as your host for another Sunday presentation of Family Classics. You're about to see the story of a search for a monster. Not an imaginary science fiction monster from another world, but a monstrous whale. Its name was Moby Dick, and the story of the revengeful man who searched the seas for this great white beast is a true literary classic from the pen of Herman Melville. Its stars are Gregory Peck, Richard Basehart, and Orson Welles. So now, if you're quite ready, let us begin.
Hey, gee whiz. The human one's never stepped in there before. Jumpin' Johnny Jump Ups. What's going on around here?
Follow the adventures of Hoppity Goes to Town tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 on Family Classics with host Frazier Thomas on WGN Television, Channel 9.
This is a story of love. Love that surpasses the sensual. A love that transfigured all whom it touched. This is the story of a young man who has known ecstasy. He has laughed, lifted his voice in song, pleasured away the night, and he has carried the colors of a very beautiful lady into gallant battle.
Family Classics with host Fraser Thomas presents the moving and inspirational story of St. Francis of Assisi tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock in color on WGN Television Channel 9.
This is WGN Television, Chicago.
Good afternoon. I'm Fraser Thomas, here again to welcome you and act as your host for another Sunday presentation of Family Classics. Today we'll be showing you an exciting science fiction adventure drama never before seen on Family Classics. It's the hair-raising tale about a group of scientists working far beneath the surface of the Earth in search of a new source of energy. But one scientist makes a small miscalculation, and the result is a crack in the world. So now, if you're quite ready, let us begin. Sunday afternoon, October 3rd, Family Classics returns to Channel 9 in Chicago. And I'm Fraser Thomas, here to invite you to see the first movie of our fall and winter season, the spectacular film version of the Arabian Nights tale of Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. It's full of fun and exciting action which the whole family can enjoy. So don't miss the Arabian Nights adventure of Alibaba and the 40 Thieves, Sunday afternoon, October 3rd at 3:30, when Family Classics returns to Channel 9.
Avon Television.
Good afternoon. I'm Fraser Thomas, here again to welcome you and act as your host for another Sunday presentation of Family Classics. Today's spectacular film adventure should be a real treat for all the science fiction fans in our audience, because it's animator George Pal's fantastic production of When Worlds Collide, well calculated to keep you on the very edge of your seats to the final fade out. So now, if you're quite ready, let us begin.
This is WGN Television, Chicago.
Good afternoon. I'm Fraser Thomas, here again to welcome you and act as your host for another Sunday presentation of Family Classics. The year is 1865, the last bitter days of the Great Civil War. In a huge observation balloon, some soldiers and a war correspondent are about to make a daring escape from a Confederate prison. But the weird adventures which await them at the end of their stormy flight are straight from the pages of science fiction and Jules Verne's absorbing tale of a mysterious island. So now, if you're quite ready, let us begin.
next Sunday afternoon at 3:30. Sink the Bismarck, the outstanding screen adaptation of C.S. Forrester's great human drama and true adventure. I hope you can be here to see it. Until then, I'm your host, Fraser Thomas, wishing you all a very pleasant evening and good night.